Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Tyranny, Bastard's Wound. In the last episode we managed to bring Reef-Talon back to Bastard's Wound, and just when some conflicts were about to start when she came back, we stepped in and decided that Reef-Talon will be leading the Bastard's Wound once again, and that'll be final. And so Wagstaff and Jaspers just had to accept it. Although I kind of wish that Jaspers would have fought back and given us an excuse to kill him, but unfortunately he didn't do that, and we still can't kill him, which I still find kind of stupid, because he has been quite a dick and did try to deceive us. So I have been wanting to kill him ever since then, but the game won't allow me. And that's a bit dumb, if you ask me. But anyway, so I was about to leave this place, but there's still one thing that really bugs me, and that is that big pain thing down below the Bastard's Wound, deeper into all the walls, and no one seems to care about that thing. No one seems to care. We did enter the room where it was, but nothing happened. Like no combat. No, combat didn't start, no nothing. So, it still kinda bugs me. Oh, and we also failed a couple of side quests, but those are whatever. At least I'll be wiser next time. Jaspers didn't have anything to say last time I talked to him, and I bet that Wagstaff is no different. I had enough fate binding for a lifetime, please leave me be. Yeah, sure. And Reef-Talon is... I guess you could say on the roof of Bastard's Wound, high up. I was wondering that should I just go back and deal with that pain thingy, whatever it is. But then again, like I said last time when we entered that big round room or chamber where it was, nothing happened. And even Reef-Talon and Lexeme didn't seem to give a damn about it. Oh, and speaking about Lexeme, we still have to find some chronicles, so I guess we are going to stay in the Bastard's Wound a little bit longer, even though, truth to be told, I would kind of like to leave. But let's see. So, was it this one? Search the old walls for additional fragments hidden by Lexeme. You found the chronicle hidden in the Bastard's Wound farm, darkened hollow. Once you have gained access to the lower sections of the Bastard's Wound old walls, continue your search for the chronicles. Oh yeah. Wasn't this the teleporter which Inspic Moniker used? And then cast that firewall to prevent us getting any further. I think it was this teleporter here, so let's go there, get rid of the firewall, and then try to look for the last chronicles. No, it's not this place. It's not this place. Okay, well, let's try to find some other teleporter. That's strange. I was so sure that it was this one. Or maybe I have to place a different gem or something there. Although it doesn't look like I can do that. It's not this teleporter either. I'm quite sure. Should we just ask Inspic Moniker? Don't come crying to us when shit inevitably goes sideways. Well, fine, fair enough. Merchant Elegy, did you have anything? Leave now. Ah, so these people are not very... So these people are on Wagstaff's side. I hope you made the right call, Fatebinder. Oh, I'm sure I did. Is there something I can do for you? Ah, okay, so you're willing to trade. Okay. I looked into the matter with Mel. Oh, so we didn't come back to Rostrom Lake to tell him what we decided to do with Mel. This was about the gambling ring thingy. You did? So did my suspicions bear fruit? I'll admit, I second guess myself on most things these days. Turns out Tonves was killing Woodkin on patrol, but I put an end to it. Let's just say the situation was complicated and it was best that I not interfere. Whether you wish to continue betting is up to you. And we did exile Tanve, so we did not kill him because he did not willingly kill the Woodkin and he was forced to by Jaspos. Another reason why I wanted to kill the so-called Master of Napping. I don't want to tell him that Tanve was killing them. I want to tell him that Jaspos was the main reason why he killed them in the first place. Because he was ordered to. Well, let's just say the situation was complicated and it was best that I not interfere. Well, we did interfere. Fuck it, let's just say it. Turns out Tanve was killing Woodkin on patrol. I put an end to it. Truly, killing our own is, well, something I would expect from the voice of Nerad, not from us. His maimed arm twitches as he speaks. Had I my sword arm, I would see to Tanves myself. If you took care of it, all the better. My thanks, Fatebinder. I don't really care about his rostrum or noble house. Wait, can I trade? Well, I guess not. Because since we are here, I would like to get rid of some of my junk. And that leads us to... Wait, why doesn't it show? Fractured depths? Why doesn't this show where it leads us? Well, whatever. Let's see. Is there a merchant here? Yep, Anaxios. Welcome back, Fatebinder. You are always welcome at Walmart. Yeah, a Walmart reference. He frowns. Was that too many welcomes? Well, not too many. You only said it once. Oh, sorry, twice. I stocked the staple foods and potions you expect from an Azura merchant at a haven value, all in the comfort of the old walls. Okay, let's see what you have. Well, not much, but at least we could... Yeah, let's buy at least one camping supply. Then what do we want to sell away? These might be good for a verse, possibly. Sigil of Lightning, let's hold on to that. Right, at least sell this away. Holy shit, there's lots of crap here. Okay, so this is one-handed. Tabar axe. This could be good for verse, maybe even barrack as well. Get rid of those, don't need those. Iron sword. Let's sell two handlers away because we don't need them. Vengeance guard bronze, nobleman's tunic, don't need that. Javelin, nope. Then some broken armor, iron great axe. Oh yeah, we use two handlers with barrack. Not that we travel a lot with barrack, but still. Oh fuck! Speaking about that, if I'm not mistaken, we can free Barrack from his prison in Bastard's Wound. God, I forgot about that entirely. Well, let's sell all this shit away. Don't need that. Then leave and... game. There we go. Okay, so... I was thinking that maybe we should just go back to one of my spires, get Barrack with us, and then come back here, and let's see, and then find out if we can do something else. She's still hanging there. Okay. Wait, what did that lead? Bastard Wound Farm. Okay, it leads there. Wellspring Cascade. That's where Reef-Talon is right now. Fractured Depths. Mel. How the hell did we get to that place with the fire barrier? Or is it impossible for us to get back there anymore? Because if that's the case, then that sucks. And then it's no wonder that we failed one of the quests where we had to follow Intibic Moniker to the old walls. So if we can't get there anymore, then no wonder we failed that, because we can't, well, do it anymore. Okay, but let's just teleport to our mountain spire. Reverse break. What was this again? Oh yeah, this was the place where we can go, or where we went to finish Versus on personal quest. So we don't need to worry about this place anymore. So let's go to the spire. Oh, we are walking there, not teleporting. Clouds hang low over the tiers, disgorging a deluge of rain, thunder, shaking your bones as lightning arcs across the sky. You press on with your journey with the awareness that weather like this often complicates travel. The road ahead terminates at the next river, which runs fat with rainwater. You see a few wooden posts leaning in the mud, the remnants of the bridge that once spanned this gully. The bulk of the bridge is nowhere to be seen. So ford the river, fire a rope across the river, swim across, freeze the water. Well, we have Ebb with us. Yeah, let's freeze the water. We have Ebb with us. She should be able to do that. The droplets on your hands harden into tiny crystals as your fingers twist into the mystic gestures of frost. The bluish glow of arcane energy builds around you, and you weave it with seeping movements into the sigil of a long-dead archon. With an open palm you channel the magic before you, and into the flood, and the water immediately rewards you by slowing and solidifying into a span of solid ice that arches to the far shore. Though the path is slick, you take it carefully and cross without difficulty. The mystic forces you called upon ease in the way and clinging to your being. So it was us who did that magic. I would have imagined that it was Ebb. Arcane focused plus 30 magic defense launches an AoE ability when the target is crit. I assume that means that when the target is critically hit. I don't know, but it's a nice bonus to have regardless. I just got an idea, folks. What if that Bane thing and deep beneath the old walls is the key to free Barrack? That could be possible too. Okay, so, but I think I'm gonna leave Kills in Shadow and Ebb behind me and take Barrack at least, and let's take Verse with us as well this time. Maybe I should take a risk. Well, but then again, if you're gonna fight the Bane thing, I think I'm gonna need a healer for that. So sorry, Siren, we'll take you another time. But now, where is... Ah, there he is.
You look as if you have something on your mind. By all means.
Yep, let's go, Barrack.
What can I do for you?
Shut up, Barrack. We're all leaving.
If you would have me travel at your side, then I am not opposed to seeing more of this degenerate realm. Onward.
Indeed, so...
I'll tack homeward. See you there.
We'll wait for a short while.
You come with me, and so do you. And I believe that these two have gotten a level or two while we have been away. Is there anything else that I want to do here? I don't think so, no. But okay, so let's check out the levels and stuff of these two. So you got 1 level. Okay. So we have maxed out your, well, strength. Well, not maxed out, but we need another additional point in order to invest another one to might. You got quite a bit of health. Maybe some accuracy and armor would be nice for you. Well, it certainly doesn't hurt. You can't damage your enemies if you can't actually hit them. Let's take that, and then here, let's see, what do I want? 12 points, so 1 more needed here. Once per encounter, when Barrick would be defeated, he delays his unconsciousness for a short time. How long is that short time? 8 seconds. When a hostile effect expires on Barrick, he gains a bonus to endurance, will, and magic defense for a short time, which is 20 seconds. Legs of Iron. Root in place. I don't like the sound of that at all. Gain immunity to push and prone effects, and a large boost to endurance at the cost of the ability to move. Yeah, I don't like that at all. When Barrick is in the party, all party members gain a bonus experience for athletics, one-handed and two-handed skills. Yeah, let's take that, why not? This should work well for me, because I use one-handed weapon, and then Verse, who also uses one-handed weapons. And as for you, Sweeping Death. Verse executes a deadly spin in flourish, striking nearby enemies with each graceful movement and causing bleeding with her attacks. That sounds badass, so let's take that. And then, for you, my dear. I was thinking about that, either accuracy or maybe I should just give her quickness. And give her ability and spell cooldown reduction. That's always powerful. Yeah, you can't really go wrong with that, so let's pick that. Maybe next time for accuracy. Okay, I'm done with those. Is there anything else that I want to do here? Revos, didn't you have some very good stuff? Yes, you want something from me? Show me what you got. I think that half of these. I think I sold half of this stuff. Actually, most of this stuff to him. Yeah, so there's not really anything that I really want. Oh, and speaking about that, let's see. Let's see if some of the weapons that I have is better than what you are using right now. Okay, so what did Devastating do? On weapon crit? So it's a weak interrupt, so nothing too amazing. This would give armor penetration. What about the sword? Gravelet. On weapon crit, 10.16 health drained, so it's a life leech. But it's only critical hits. Yeah, take this. Take the axe. You look like an executioner. Then for you... Nah, this axe is not very good. Okay. Okay, let's see. What other one-handed weapons? Well, I have quite a few katars and daggers. Swords. Let's see if any of these are any good. And then these boots. Let's see if any of these boots are any good. And then we got this. No, that's terrible. Let's... I'm gonna hold on to this still. Oh, and what about this hammer? Oh, it's the same thing. Okay. Okay, so let's give Barrick the stuff that we don't want. So, are these any good? Nope, these suck. Compared to what you have anyway. We don't want that. We don't want that. Yeah, this was one-handed. It kinda looked like two-handed to me for a moment. We don't want this. Or this. These are the exact same. The question is which ones look cooler. I kinda like the look of these slightly better. Okay. And these. Yeah, let's just keep those. And we don't want this. Exact same stats. Oh, I guess. Praying. Plus 1% bonus damage for every 1% missing health. So imagine if we have like 1% HP left, we do 99% more damage. Or bonus damage. That's kinda sick actually. And we don't want this either. This sucked balls too. These... what do these look like? Not bad, but I still kinda prefer these. I might save these for barrack, in case we are getting rid of the that fused armor of his. Okay, so we want to sell all this away. Okay, we are gonna sell you all this crap. We are getting 2.5 irons. We got lots of iron now. Anything else? What did Devastating do? Well, let's sell this sword away too. We don't need another one of these. Or this. And in stash we got nothing that we want to sell really. Okay, so let's sell these away. 13.7 iron. Nice. I don't think there's anything else that I want to do or anyone else I want to talk to. Maybe I should talk to my some of my companions later on, but not in this episode. Let's see if we can actually get rid of Barrick's armor in Bastard Wound. I was about to go to Bastard City. So to Bastard Wound we go. And to the settlement. Random encounters? No, okay. Okay, so, and let's check our formations. Yeah, I think this is quite alright. Or maybe you should stay a little bit in the back. Okay.
Will do.
So, maybe we should go to the very... what was the level's name? I don't remember. The map doesn't show it for whatever reasons. Or is there... I'm wondering... Well, Jaspos is not really an expert on armor, but handling rock and stuff, so I don't think that he can possibly help us, but it's always... But I can always ask, I guess. Never thought I would be taking orders from a beast woman.
Can't do that.
The warrior gives you a coordinate. Okay. What about Aisley? Anything new? She glances away, avoiding eye contact with you. Well, fine, be like that. Razor Scout. And you're not still willing to talk, I take it? No. Still feels humiliated and shit.
Sorry, I can't.
But then, I wasn't really expecting that these people to be able to help us out with Barrick's armor and shit anyway. I don't think there's anyone else who could help us with that. So let's just go to the whatever that place's name was again. The one with the big bane thingy. Because something tells me that we have to kill it in order to free Barrick. Maybe use its essence or something to make this armor go away or something. I don't fucking know. The Abyss. Yeah, okay, it was called the Abyss. Fractured Depths and Darkened Hollow. Just wondering if there was anything in these levels that could possibly help us, but I don't think so. Maybe Reef-Talon could help us. Well, it never hurts to ask, so let's go there. Okay, so she's all the way over here. Some guards and stuff. No one important. Okay, Reef-Talon. Fatebinder returns to Lair of Woodkin. Reef-Talon is always honored. The massive beast woman drops to her elbows, bowing her head with an excited shove. Always. What can Reef-Talon do for Fatebinder? How are things here in the wound? There's a war going on topside. I would like the Woundkin on my side. Aha! Well, this sounds very good. So we could actually recruit these people to, I don't know if you're about to recruit them to the Scarlet Chorus, and besides I'm quite sure that they are not willing to do that, but I can always ask. What's become of your mystical talents? Have any outsiders other than me been through here recently? Well, what has become of your mystical powers? Human Yanni's lips and leg snap until bone pierce meat. Reef-Talon performs mending right, and she looks at the floor with a sad, sorrowful glare. So you still haven't learned how to master your magic. And even Reef-Talon knows how to trap human. She shuffles and snorts with a tapping on her fingers along the stone floor. Child is fine. So far. Well, that's good. So how are things here in the wound? Order has returned. Woundkin and humans alike. Listen to Reef-Talon. Respect new Prima. Well, there's a war going on topside. I would like the Woundkin on my side. War. She snuffs in disgust. Next season, when Cubs have been trained, Reef-Talon will reveal in battle with Fatebinder, but she looks out to the nearby corridor, sniffing the scents of her many wards. Best warriors lost hunting. Reef-Talon must show to replace what Beastwoman rent. Nest needs many guards before Reef-Talon can leave tribe unattended. Well, fair enough. Well, might as well ask this too. Have any outsiders other than me been through here recently? Nope. Crimson Jackals peck at ruins beyond tunnel. Lone pup wanders into tunnel. Guards have good meal. Fatebinder is only outsider to live. Well, okay. At least you can handle yourselves. She sniffs at you several times before bowing in respect. Fatebinder is always welcome in corridors of mighty Woundkin. That's good to know. But unfortunately she wasn't much of help. It would really suck if I can't help Barrick to get rid of his armor anymore at this point. Like maybe Jaspos could have helped us if I didn't piss him off, and before the events of the last episode, maybe. But I kind of doubt it too, because he's master of napping, not master of, and not an armorsmith or anything. Let's see. Do you have anything new to say? There it was.
You look as if you have something on your mind. By all means. What can I do for you?
Let's see. Tell me about this favor. I have some questions about the Scarlet Chorus. What can you tell me about the tears? You seem more than a capable fighter. To Barrick and verse. You seem like a more than a capable fighter. I trained with the spear and shield in my youth, but gave it up the day I earned disfavored iron. I can still throw with some accuracy, but it's a challenge these days. He knocks twice on his helmet. Why were you interested in a sparring session? Show me how a northerner would impair a wild boar. I heard a rumor that Ash has an unbeatable sword fighting technique. Fear 2. You flatter the Legion's reputation, but the Archon does make sure we are competent swordsmen. Observe. Brehana gains 5 one-handed weapon skills. Oh, nice. Beric takes up a sword and offers several practice jabs, testing its weight and balance. Before you know what to expect, the gleaming iron whips through the air fast enough for a sharp breeze to disturb the air. Beric does this several more times, never showing any sign of exhaustion. What do you think of our circumstances? Yeah, what are your thoughts? The Overlord will not stand for civil war between the Archons. I would like to think that Tunon would broker peace between the two, but there is too much hostility between Craven Ash and the voices of Nerad. And of course, your association with the Archon of Secrets is no balm to heal the many wounds of this war. I doubt you'll be of much help in bringing this conflict to an agreeable close. Let us speak of something else. Not this. Where's the combatant part again? I kind of wanted to ask the other question to, or ask him to show me that how does a Northerner spear a boar or whatever it was. Well, let's talk about these two then instead. Have either of you noticed that you fight particularly well together?
The thought has crossed my mind from time to time. During the many battles of the Conquest, we found ourselves standing back to back with enemies on all sides on more than one occasion.
The big guy here is as useless as an empty scabbard without his phalanx to keep him alive, but I move fast enough to compensate for it. And it's nice having a living wall of rusted iron I can use for cover.
How do you think this is possible? I want you two to train together. Yeah, train together.
Absolutely not. Our fighting styles are incompatible, and any disfavored lieutenant will tell you not to join at the hip soldiers who can't stomach each other.
I'm inclined to agree. If you want to pair up fighters, there has to be some great passion or magnetism between them. We don't have it.
I could command you to train together. Why won't you give it a shot? Yeah, why won't you give it a shot at least? I mean, you two fight well together. You said it so yourself. So why don't you give it a shot?
I think that because I don't want to covers it pretty well. Training alongside this self-important braggart is likely to sap whatever patience I have left.
I can see that you're out to serve the best interests of the war, but we are accustomed to handling ourselves as individuals rather than as a pair.
I could command you to train together. Well, let's not go that far, at least not yet. We can discuss this again later. But I didn't want to stop talking.
You look as if you have... What can I do for you?
We should talk about your connection with Verse.
This is not a worthy topic for our time together, Fatebinder. The Scarlet Fury and I have our differences and our similarities, but they are none of your concern.
Well, maybe, but I'm curious.
Speak for yourself, you overstuffed mound of scrap metal. I've got nothing to hide from the binder here. Would you rather I told the story?
Yes, please.
Very well. Since you force my hand, I will relent, though know that it goes against my very being to tell of it. We are siblings. Half-siblings. Regrettable and repugnant as that fact might seem, it is true. Though the products of different nations and cultures, we have the distinction of sharing a father.
Yeah. I knew about this already. I found out about this in my first playthrough of this game. Just so you know.
I am disgusted by the thought that my father lay down with some low-born southern farmhand. But my horror does not spare me from the truth of it. So I accept the fact and try to move on.
You should take it as a compliment to our father's skills. My mother's a tough woman to please. I rather think I took after him, don't you?
How did you two become aware of this do you even like each other? Well, what do you think? How has this affected you, Beric? Have you noticed any significant impact for us? So how did you become aware of this?
During the conquest, the Scarlet Chorus made sport of shooting down messenger birds on their way to the disfavored camp. Anything they could accomplish to hinder our efforts or embarrass us was fair game. My father sent a missive intended for my eyes alone. By incredible chance, Verse intercepted it and recognized the name and handwriting. She found me in camp that evening, and we discussed our unlikely situation. We've done everything in our power to keep the word quiet. Not many in the Legion know that I share blood with a Southerner, much less a chorus rat.
Don't worry, Beric. When my old gang boss caught wind of our discovery, I killed her and took the gang for myself. Our secret's safe with me. Well, it was, anyway.
Okay. Well, this is a kind of stupid question, but do you even like each other?
Not particularly. She is unstable at the best of times, and a hardened killer at the worst. I don't know what her family did to her, but she lacks any pretense of human decency.
It takes one to know one. Don't act like we're so different, Beric. You're the most repressed and intolerant soldier I've ever met. You hide it under duty and pride, but it's still there.
Okay. Well, how has this affected you, Beric?
Well, Verse has a nasty habit of jabbering in my ear and making this war intolerable. I plan on parting ways and returning to the north at first convenience. My father will answer for his infidelity. Beyond that, I am happy to consider myself in every way unaffected. My superiors once accused me of having an impulsive streak, but I have worked to suppress it at every turn.
Good for you, Beric.
When you go back home, send Father my fondest greetings and thanks. If he hadn't gone to ground on my mother's dry dock, I might not be here today.
My heritage was a point of pride and distinction before I met you, Verse. Not that you would care.
And what about you, Verse?
I've asked myself about that several times, but unfortunately I don't have what you'd call a definitive answer. The Northerners put a lot of meaning behind family and blood. Seems arbitrary to me, but I don't want to discredit it entirely. There have been times when I acted strangely on the battlefield and could find no reason why, or gotten distracted and had thoughts I couldn't explain. I suppose there's no telling for sure, but if I had to guess... yeah. Sometimes I get messed up in my head, and learning I had a brother has helped me understand that better.
Oh, that's actually sounds pretty sweet. Okay, anything else? Nothing interesting, really. Not really, no. Okay. Oh, everyone, come.
I got it.
Okay, so I guess we should now go to the abyss and see if we can confront that Bane creature. Okay, so down to the abyss we go. I think it was this teleporter here. Actually, can Beric recognize Telesophia, I wonder? Can't say it isn't interesting watching you work, Binder. Something I can do for you? Well, apparently not. And Beric didn't seem to care. We could go inside there too, but I don't see any point really. But actually, well, let's go in there. Maybe there's a person who could know how to help Beric, but that's a pretty long shot. No, they don't even have their own names. Poor wankers. Are we already full? Okay. So this house basically has no purpose whatsoever. Not any other purpose besides for looting. And what about this denizen domicile? Again, probably nothing, but might as well but might as well make sure that it's absolutely nothing. Yeah, nothing, just denizens, and I have already looted this place too. Okay. Okay, so now to the abyss. Maybe even Lexeme could help us. It's possible. So to the abyss we go. Actually, let's check our quests here real quickly. Plate grave entrance. Well, yeah. So we didn't have any quests for Barrack specifically. We still can't enter there. So, Lexeme, can you help us? Sage Lexeme's eyes close over as she briefly slips out of the moment. With a smile of recollection, her senses come back to the present. Here's Fatebinder. Tell me about yourself, I guess. I am the least fascinated subject I can think of, but if you have questions, ask. How did you come from the Velum Citadel to this place? What was your role amongst the sages? Why did you stay here in Bastard's Wound? I'm curious of your sleepless condition. How are you doing? As am I. It is a curious malady, and one I only partially comprehend. As the name suggests, I haven't known sleep in several span. More troubling for me personally, my magic seems to have faded. I can sign the sigils with my hands, but no magic comes of my efforts. How did you become one of the sleepless? Well, I think we all know that. Why did the sleepless enter the old walls? Is there a way to reverse your condition? Lore. By your own admission, you seem out of sorts. Are you sure you aren't forgetting your sigils? Even slight deviations can disrupt proper casting. Did your missing magic happen around the same time as the insomnia? Without your magic, how have you possibly survived down here with all the bane crawling about? That's a good question, actually. You would think me lying, but I stand here as proof. For whatever reason, the bane seem not to notice me. I dare say, in all the time I have been here, I haven't seen the bane respond to any of the sleepless. Could be we are too wretched for even them to hunt. I hypothesize that Reef-Talon did to foul our minds. It made us toxic or unappetizing to the bane. We are once tasty morsels, now rolled in dung. So while I can't say for sure why it is, I can say I've been here for weeks, span. Maybe span means a month. A very long time now, and the bane have ignored me this whole time. Well, I guess we could say this lore option too, even though our character should not know that much about magic. I worried it was just that. With the lack of sleep, my mind seemed the obvious culprit. I had Mel read my old scrolls and walk me through the motions. Still no avail. I'm signing correctly, but when I tap into the archons of old, nothing comes out. Your magic, all of it's gone. Landry's shoulders slump as he shakes his head with a sigh. But you were a phenom. I never would have mastered half my expressions without your guidance. But it's all gone. Maybe you just need some rest. Maybe that would restore order in your mind. Well, yeah, I think we all think that, but that's the problem. She can't sleep. Is there a way to reverse your condition? Only Reef-Talon knows, or maybe Kairos. I vacillate between having optimism and pushing aside such painful daydreams. Her thoughts go silent as her face twists in discomfort. Hope can be a painful thing. Okay, let's talk about something else. We could kill her too, but I don't see any reason to. Let's see, fractured depths, darkened hollow, chronicle of the sages. What? Or is this one of those spell thingies that we couldn't pick up because we don't have the right talent for Lantry? Chronicle of the Sages, where? I don't see anything here. Why does the map say Chronicle of the Sages? The map is trying to fool me, that's what it's trying to do. And this doesn't this one doesn't respond to anything. Okay, so the Bane thing is inside here, in this chamber. Let's go and check it out. There it is. The undulating coils of luminous energy atop this platform seem curiously at peace for a Bane. And none of these teleporter thingies are responding to anything.
Sorry, I can't.
And we can't approach this Bane either. It looks like a pack of floating eels or something. Or tentacles. So this is the only room where we haven't been to yet. But we can't get in there. Darkened hollow, and that leads us back. Fractured depths. I believe that we have to find at least one more chronicle, but I don't know where it is. So let's see. Once you have gained access to the lower sections of the Braston's Wound, Old Walls, continue your search for their chronicles. Can I put any other sizzles of this oak torch keys here? And maybe something different happens. Right. I can't press this button. So I need another torch key from somewhere. What about here? Well, nothing different happened. And here, nothing there. Where did this lead again? Darkened hollow. Well, let's go there real fast. Okay, so are there any rooms where we haven't been here? Oh, there's the firewall, but we can't get there. How the hell do we get there? I was just watching that these two... Let's see, that seems orange-ish. Same here, but we can't use that to teleport there, can we? and playing with this. There's no point in that. I think there was one chronicle in there. I don't know, folks. I don't know. I could always go and check out the walkthrough and see and find out that where the possibly the last where possibly the last chronicler is. Truth and reconciliation. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna do that. So I'm gonna go and read some Tyranny wiki online real quick and find out that where is the last chronicler, because I don't want to stay here for too long. I actually want to leave the bastards wood in this episode. So be right back. Okay, so if I'm not mistaken, there is one more in fractured depths. So let's go there real quick. Okay, so it said that it's supposed to be at southeast after we found the Simo torch key. So let's see. Oh, run faster. Southeast. So somewhere around here. Okay, let's keep our eyes open. I could be wrong, of course. We could have... Oh wait, there it is. Aha, there it is. Chronicle of the Sages. So take it. Found another one, and this should be the last one. This should be enlightening. Lantry smiles victoriously as he hefts a weighty parchment tome. Or tome. Ledgers. Oh, so many ledgers. Did you know there was a threefold increase in meat expenditures, that's a new word to me entirely, at the Citadel in 424. No wonder I don't recall that here. Let's see here. Syllabus, syllabi, prolore. I suppose lesson plans are part of the historical record, my painful memories aside. Oh look, multiplication tables. The triangle proof, all three. 4 of them? What the hell are you talking about? And what is Kairos' harem doing in the lesson plan? Okay. Lantry's brow furrows as he shifts deeper into the text. Kairos' harem, now this should be interesting. The term Kairos' harem, or is it pronounced harem? I don't know. Kairos' harem has a wide variety of uses, none of which appear to be outright illegal to repeat. According to Blade and Mark, the harem is a condescending that's a difficult word. Condescending term for the thousands of people that become infatuated by the Overlord and offer their lives to the Archon strictly out of blind adoration and loyalty. Such recruits are said to be plucked from the harem. You also know it to be a mathematical problem used in part to teach clerks, census takers, and other stewards in geometric progression. The clerk must plan a multi-week harem rotation involving an outstandingly large number of consorts, slaves, and volunteers, each group progressively larger than the last. The salacious nature of the world problem is presumably intended to help the lesson stick. Right. Harem? Is this just... this just became interesting. Yeah, my thoughts exactly. Oh, I know that one. Imperial Champion Day 1, 3 tops consorts the next day, then the 9 conquered heirs, then 3 knights of 9 concubines each night, then 9 nights of 9 slaves each night. Simple. Well, I don't know if this is simple or not, but I kind of want to say this, but at the same time, I don't think that that's how my character would think. I would think that this is what she would say. Kairos' harem. This just became interesting, so let's just go with this. As interesting as this answer might be. This isn't how I recall it. I learned about the harem from a text I purchased back in 380 something. It was never part of our instruction at the school. I mean, most of us knew of the harem and would tell variations of it at parties, but it was never a pedagogical tool. The heck is this word? Pedagogical I don't fucking know. Pedagogical tool. I don't know what this word is. If this is like the others, let's take a closer look. You seem oddly upset about that jumble of old lesson plans. Who cares how it made it into the chronicle? This harem requires an explanation. I'm going to regret asking, but triangle proofs? Yeah, that sounds like math, and we don't care about math. Now let's go with this. This harem requires an explanation. You haven't heard it before? So Kairos is moving between palaces, and you, the steward, must ready the Overlord's 15-day visit. The Overlord plans to bet the Imperial Champion, three sworn consorts, 9 heirs of conquered lands, 27 consort petitioners, and 81 slaves. Wow, Kairos must be very, very damn busy. How does he or she, we still don't know the gender, how does Kairos have the stamina and energy to deal with all of them in 15 days? Jesus. Pit fighter. I slew 13 opponents in the proving ground, and I never got to be in Kairos' harem or harem. A pit fighter clear silently option. I slew 13 opponents in the proving ground, and I never got to be in Kairos' harem. The point is that it's not an actual harem, just a learning tool, really. Oh, okay, it's just a learning tool. It's not that it doesn't actually exist. Well, that's what I thought too. I mean, it sounded a bit ridiculous, to be honest. For the purposes of the exercise, Kairos will not mix and match types of lovers in bed, and the Overlord must be served an equal or increasing number of lovers each day. The solution involves a schedule that satisfies all stipulations. They teach it east of the Northern Empire as a thought problem for census takers and seneschals to learn a geometric progression. The scandalous content is intended to keep the student rigidly focused on the puzzle. I bet. While it's true we were connoisseurs of any treatise, never in all my years did I use many of these exercises in my actual lesson plans. I'm probably the biggest Kairos aficionado, the heck that even means, in all of the Vellum Citadel, and I can say with certainty that these elements of Kairosian math were not standard teaching. I see how minor this detail must seem, but it's a lie all the same. If you're loyal to Kairos, what's the harm in these edits? It seems worth asking if possibly the chronicle is correct and you are wrong. If you're loyal to Kairos, what's the harm in these credits? Well, possibly nothing, but... Well, you could correct the record. You keep suggesting that, and given my duty to the true accounting of all things, it seems the right move. When we are back at the spire, the record will be corrected. With the various scrolls tucked about his bandolier, Lantry Fangs collapse under the burden, then steadies his balance with a smile.
We could continue scrounging the area, but considering the small mountain of parchment I'm carrying, I think we found all we're going to find.
Yeah, thank God. Lantry runs his hand across one of the numerous chronicle volumes found in your research.
I think I'd like to hear what Lexeme has to say about all of this. I was slow to accept it, but these changes are her doing. She owes me her reasoning.
And what are you hoping to hear from her? I think I can tell you what she'll say. Well, what are you hoping to hear?
An explanation, an apology maybe. I never expected a chronicler to behave like this.
Okay, well, I think I can tell you what she'll say. Well, no, I don't think so, so let's just go. The old sage looks at you with a pained smile.
My thanks for entertaining this matter. I know it's all old parchment to you, but it feels like nearly half a century of obsession to me. Now, where were we? Ah, yes, ever onward.
Okay, so, now we just return to Lexeme. Okay, where was the teleporter? Well, let's just use that one. Oh yeah, I think we used that. And that leads us... Does it lead us to the... Yeah, it leads us to the abyss. Right where we want... Right where we want it to. Okay, and then to Lexeme. Maybe after this we get a new quest regarding this pain here or something. Yes, Fatebinder? So, I have the text you wanted me to gather. Thank you, Fatebinder. She bows deeply, her face turning red as she looks toward Lantry. Lies, and the worst kind too. Falsity is strewn about a bed of facts. Grains of poison in the rice. You aren't wrong, dear Lantry, but certainly you must understand my end game. What purpose does the Chronicle serve now? Is it a reference? Joyous reading? I may have made a few edits, but I have created something that might save lives. Lives, huh? Lantry, she wanted me, a Fatebinder, to find these texts, don't you understand? Silently. You violated the way of the chroniclers? I doubt Lantry sees the value of pragmatism. Well, I don't really care either way, so glare silently. So you're justifying your lies now? This is not how proper sages behave. Tell the whole story, the good parts and the bad. Is that not our way? Our way ended with Kairos. Our school is gone. I'm but a pale shade of what I used to be. All what we can do with our record is maybe, just maybe, save some lives. Oh yeah, I get it now. With these edits, she basically hopes to save the lives of whatever sages are still alive, so they would not be punished for these texts or something like that. Oh, that's what I'm getting from this. If just one person was saved because Tunon's court had some record of tearsmen showing fealty to Kairos. So it didn't. So it wasn't for sages only, but basically everyone who was mentioned in the texts. Like there was this one chronicle text where some of the tearsmen were honoring Craven Ash as if they were disfavored soldiers themselves, yelling Craven Ash protects and all that. But anyway, so if just one person was saved because Tunon's court had some record of tearsmen showing fealty to Kairos before the war came to pass, what if we saved lives? You would squander every prior act of academic discipline that came before you on the chance of exonerating someone. I'm sad I lived to see this day. Consider what Lexeme is saying. It's no guarantee, but Tunon can be swayed by evidence, and this might help someone. Remain silent. If Lantry insists on an accurate record, I second him. Well, actually, I still don't care, so I'm gonna stay quiet. But why cling to truths that will bury us? If we are perceived as laughable but honest, let us use our reputation for honesty to save whomever we can. The essence of Kairos' conquest is making the enemy compromise. Bend the truth and you have truly lost. I know you haven't slept in ages, but have you forgotten how much the truth means to Lantry? You spent all this time building credibility. That credibility can be used in Tunon's court to help your fellow tearsmen. Yeah, I like this the best, I think. Although this is not bad either. The essence of Chaos' conquest is making the enemy compromise. Bend the truth and you have truly lost, but I think I'm gonna pick this. You spent all this time building credibility. That credibility can be used in Tunon's court to help your fellow tiersmen. I know how much the chronicler means to you, Lantry. I wish human lives meant more to you than a record that will. I think we both know. Be put to the torch in a matter of years. I think I understand. Most of the chronicle will be accurate, but with just a few chances, maybe lives can indeed be saved. Thank you, Brihanna. I apologize for the deceit and half-truths, but by now you must understand my intentions are kind. Since you held your end of the bargain to preserve my text, I submit now to your justice. She drops to one knee. My magic has left me. I have forgotten what it feels like to dream. Please, I think I wish to be free of my regrets. Your current condition is suffering enough. Draw your weapon. For trespassing, endangering your kin, and falsifying evidence, I sentence you to death. Well, my character doesn't really care too much about legal things too much, and besides, she's already suffering, so that's kind of her punishment already. Your sentence is to keep living and learn more of your sleepless condition. Perhaps you could help others. Well, my character is also not a very altruistic person. She's actually kind of selfish and cares only about her own survival and strength. So this sounds a bit too altruistic to my character. Your current condition is suffering enough. Yeah, your condition is suffering enough. I am sworn to the Fatebinder's side, but I will endeavor to return to you if and when I can. Forgive me, I had been ready myself for the end, but if my punishment is to live to help the other sleepless, well, I shall not deny such a merciful ruling. Thank you, Brihanna, for everything. We have received circular reason. One last thing. Lexeme draws her dagger, gripping it by the blade, and presents it handle forward. I lack the magic to make this sing like I once did, and the pain doesn't seem to attack me. Better you have this. You say this with such finality. Lantry blinks rapidly before shaking off the sorrow with a pained smile. Such a treasured blade will be used in great deeds. Thank you, Lexeme. Or we're just gonna sell it if it sucks. So, that quest is now complete. So what did we get? Circular reason. Looks like a dull weapon, to be honest. So superior. Damage, nothing amazing. 3 points stolen from a random attribute for 6 seconds. Well, this is very interesting. 3 points stolen from a random attribute for 6 seconds. So wait, this is melee. It's both melee and ranged, apparently. Ethereal Drain. 3 points stolen from a random attribute for a short duration. Rebounding Blade. Drawing onto ancient magic, suffusing this dagger, Circular Reason passes effortless through the wielder's enemies, only to return to the user by the same path, and potentially to the same enemies. That sounds pretty neat, actually. The damage inflicted by this power scales with Circular Reason's renown. This well-balanced throwing knife has the remarkable property of returning to its thrower, an enchantment that could lead to fatal accidents if one is expecting the usual behavior for hurled objects. The blade has passed through 200 years of sages, yet no defined story of its origin exists. Many of the stories tell of long-lost lovers, tragic vengeance, and most suggest this blade came from the old walls in lands afar. Lantry finds most of these talents ludicrous and insists the blade was someone's ill-conceived attempts at suicide or a gag gift to a beloved rival. After all, the blade is perfectly accurate in its ability to reach the person who threw it, and not perfectly accurate in its ability to hit other people. So maybe we should give this to Landry. At least we deal lots of, slightly bit more damage, have more accuracy, slightly more DPS. We are gonna lose the armor penetration, but whatever. Okay, so we got that. It looks like a hollow blade. I mean, we can see through it. Okay. Okay, Landry got a new weapon. That's neat. But still, we still don't know what to do with the Bane thing here. There's some, I bet there's some epic loot in here. I can see it on the map there.
Sorry, I can't.
Yes, you can.
Sorry, I can't.
We still can't do anything here, and we don't have a torch key that leads us there. I was just testing. Maybe we can't get there anymore because we failed a couple of quests in the last episode, and maybe one of them would have led us here. That's also a possibility. And there's still also that. There was still also that one hallway with the fire barrier. I wonder if we can ever get there anymore. Let's check our inventory here real quick. Where are the quest key items? Whatever you call them. Oh, here. Quest items, okay. We got 2 fractured depth keystones. Then we got these torch keys. Incipic Moniker's talisman. Warden's key. Forge-bound armor fragment. Steadfast insignia. The teleporter had an orange, like an orange jewel thingy in the middle. We can't get there through by using this teleporter. What if we use it this way? No, it just let us here. Okay. What about this one? That's orange-ish, isn't it? And that is a chronicle that we just picked up. Those have yellow colors. Or maybe I'll have to switch these. Does anything happen? No. And we can't just manually switch the gem there or anything. Does it look like it? No. Well, god damn it, how do we get there? Or is it even possible to get there anymore? We've already tried this, so this won't teleport us there. I'm quite sure anyway. Ah, fuck it, let's try this. Just in case. It would really suck if we can't get there because we now can, because we now have a we now have the item that we needed in order to get rid of this wall here. Up, stop having a siege and come here. And it's not here either, is it? Yeah, I can't teleport here. It's not in fractured depths. The abyss, no. Farm, no. Yeah, I'm not sure if there is a way to get there anymore. You know what? I'm gonna read about this on Tyranny wiki real fast, so I'll be right back. Okay, so I have come to the conclusion that we can't get there anymore because we failed the Midnight Wanderer quest in the last episode. So because we failed that, I don't think that there's any way for us to get back there anymore. So yeah, let's just leave the Bastard's Wound. Oh wait, yeah, there was still Barrick's armor. Because I'm quite sure that you can get rid of that in Bastard's Wound. Oh wait, maybe not. I mean, the versus quest had nothing to do with Bastard's Wound, and we never needed to come to Bastard's Wound to complete versus quest. So it is possible that maybe we don't need. Maybe we can't get rid of Barrick's armor in the Bastard's Wound. I mean, it's still possible, of course, but yeah, I don't know. And even if there was a way to get rid of Barrick's armor here, I don't know how to do it. I could go and read the walk. I could go and read Tyranny wiki again, of course, but I don't think I want to do that in this case. And besides, if there was a way to get rid of Barrick's armor in Bastard's Wound here, you would think that I would have noticed that by now. Maybe the game would have offered me a quest to do that if it was possible to do that here. Possibly. I mean, I think we got a quest of some sort to bring Lantry here to talk to Mel, so we can start this chronicle hunting quest. So I'm quite sure that if there was a quest that could have freed Barrick from his armor after completing it, then the game would have told us that. Yeah, I don't know. So, you know what? Fuck it, let's just leave the Bastard's Wound. So, where do we go from here? Actually, how long have I've been playing for about one and a half hours. An hour and 30 minutes, about. I think that the next logical step is to go to Sentinel Stand. But I think I'm gonna save that for the next episode. Is there any other places where I want to go? Well, let's see how things are going in Ocean Spire. So first we go to Mountain Spire, and from there we teleport. Okay, so is there anything that we want to do here? Trainers. I would like to train. Except that I can't. Well, I can, but not these skills. I don't need lore of subterfuge. She could use some lore. And Lantry. I guess subterfuge could be useful to him. He might actually get a level. Let's see. Couple to parry and he got a level. And the rest to subterfuge, why not? As for you, might as well. Some more lore, why not? We got a level 2, okay. Now these are all maxed out.
You learn something every day.
Anything else here? No. Okay. So, let's give ourselves the talent points and shit. Actually, I was just wondering that should we. You know what? Let's go to the Sentinel stand. Well, not to the stand, but to the outskirts of it. A random encounter. A man stands on the side of the road ahead. He flies no heraldry and makes no move to acknowledge you. He wears no armor, and if he's armed, his weapon isn't visible. Do we care? Not really. You leave the road, passing the man without nearing him. He never seems to notice your presence. You continue your journey. Fight to the inner keep. Well, not in this... Have these corpses always been here? These disfavored corpses, and... We have been here before, haven't we? Then why is it that most of the map is black? And there's also loot that I haven't picked up. Yeah, these look like fresh corpses. Some unbroken and disfavored. Corpses. Leather bucklet. Or buckler. We would lose some parry, which we don't want to. Yeah, this is not very good. Because we want as much we want as much parry as we can possibly get, and this is totally wrong. How did that happen? You stay there in the back. Okay, so I don't know what has happened here, but I think there might be some disfavored or unbroken enemies ahead of us, possibly. Well, the quest did say that. What was it? Was it this? Fight to the inner keep. The unbroken and disfavored are fighting for control of Sentinel Sand. Make your way through the war zone and pierce the tornado's wall of wind by using the insignia, whatever it was called. Okay, so there are unbroken and disfavored soldiers fighting over there. Yeah, okay. So the next episode is going to be a lot more interesting in that regard. We are going to have some battles. Okay, but before that, let's give our points and stuff to our characters. So, giving more attack and ability strength would not be bad, but I kind of want to give more ability and spell cooldown reduction as well. So we can use stuns and stuff more frequently. Yeah, let's do that. As for talents, let's see. Resurgence, point of fallen ally. Oh, it's a revival ability. Okay. Knockdown, lift your heel and drive it into your foe's guts, knocking the wind out of them and sending them to the ground. So knocking them prone. Yeah, prone for 11.8 seconds. That's quite a big deal. While wearing only heavy armor, gain an additional bonus to armor and a bonus to recovery. How many abilities and stuff we have? Yeah, we are full on the abilities with the ability slots here. But I can always use abilities like this as well. What did this do again? Terrifies enemies within a cone, and this Seal the target's magical energy, interrupting them and preventing them from casting spells. That's very important too. This might not be that important. And also, are we wearing only heavy armor? It would make sense because we are a tank and everything, but... No, this is light armor. We would have to replace this with, I don't know, this. Yeah, it looks like kind of dumb, but... This is heavy armor, heavy armor, heavy armor. So the only piece of armor that is not heavy, it's this hood. This badass hood. And we only have this helm. We would get some armor, but we would lose some... Well, we would get some bonus recovery from the talent, but we would lose some deflection and accuracy. Which is not that big of a deal, I guess. But still, I don't like the idea. Well, maybe if we find a better helm from somewhere, then I'll replace it. But for now, let's forget about the heavy guard talent. Greatly increases defensive benefits from shields. What did this do? Vigilance grants immunity to afflictions while health is critical. A sweeping cone attack that hits multiple nearby enemies. This would actually be very sick, especially if I ignited my weapon to flames and then I used cleave. Focus strike adds armor penetration to the thrust ability and increases its accuracy. And adds a marking effect to the thrust ability. Attacks against the marked target gain bonus accuracy. The mark lasts until the enemy dies. Refuse pain. Generate an aura of will that removes a harmful effect from you and each ally every few seconds. But this is a... Oh, it's not a stance. Okay. Swap positions. This could also be very nifty and useful ability. I think I'm gonna take knockdown. It's the safest bet, I think, and it's very useful. Knocking your enemies prone is very useful skill.
Sorry, I can't.
I didn't want to use it. Let's see. I think I'm gonna... Okay, then where's the... There's the sword thingy. Go there. What did this do again? Shadow's treachery affliction for... Increases amount of incoming damage for a medium duration. This is once per rest ability. Yeah, okay, I'm gonna go with this. And then lastly, you got a level as well. 1 point. Let's see. Spell strength plus 12 defense, magic defense. This should affect healing. The amount of healing he does as well. So let's go with this. Give him more spell strength. And here, bouncing blades. Lantris graces with thrown weapons can bounce to strike enemies behind their target. Sounds nifty. Deadeye 1. Gain a bonus to accuracy with thrown weapons. Penetrating throw. Not bad. Subtle throw. While stealthed. Nah. Further improves Lantry's thrown weapon attack range and adds moderate armor penetration to his thrown weapon attacks. Yeah, let's go with this. Not very exciting talent, but I think it's good. Okay, so let's go with this. Okay, so I'm gonna end this episode here. How long have I been playing? About an hour and 40 minutes or so. So this episode might become maybe 1 hour and 50 minutes long or so, because of course I'm going to edit out all the loading screens and the times and the times when I was reading the Tyranny wiki, but we'll see. So in the next episode, we are gonna fight our way through towards the Sentinel stand, get rid of the tornado wall that's blocking our way by using the what was it called? Insignia, but what insignia was it exactly? It's steadfast insignia. I just remembered it. So we're gonna use the steadfast insignia to get rid of the tornado wall thingy that blocks our way, and then we go to the Sentinel stand, and then find Amelia, and then try to bring her alive to the voice of Nerad in Cacophony. That's my plan for the next episode. But now, thank you for watching once again, and see you next time for more Tyranny.